Alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. Welcome you all for our fifth session of the attractive places in Bahrain by Brother Abdulaziz Hassani. To begin this session, I would like to invite our sister Wajhatun Niza to talk about lights of kindness.
Good evening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Kind greetings to all. I would like to say a few words about Lights of Kindness initiative. Lights of Kindness Social Assistance Drive is an initiative of few generous brothers and sisters to help and support those are in need. We launched our activities from 1st March this year as a community support drive to attend to the hardships of COVID-19. Our initiatives are: we distribute dry ration, snacks, fruits, water, bus traveling free go cards, hats, soft drinks, and safety materials to low income workers. We organize COVID-19 awareness sessions by particular field experts and providing medical advice by experts and participating in blood donation camps. We provide information and guidance regarding the workers traveling back to countries, organize counseling sessions, conduct youth development and talent programs. We also organize free online spoken English classes for low income workers. We are ready to extend our hand for all those needy ones and expecting your support and cooperation. Thank you all.
Thank you, Wajhatun Niza, for your wonderful introduction.
Thank you very much, Sister
Brother
Kauthar.
Hassani, can you please carry on your session? Thank you so much.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Hello.
My name is Abdulaziz Hassani. I'll be joining tonight with you to talk about Bahrain attraction. This is our part 5, the fifth session. We have covered almost 4 sessions, which is every week, almost 1 month now. Now we are in the 5th session. And tonight we will talk about the landmarks of Bahrain. These four landmarks of Bahrain is a unique places or unique sites. Even though Bahrain is a small island, you cannot see it on the world map. It's only dot. But we're proud to say we have unique places challenging the whole world. I know each country is unique by itself. Each country is unique by itself, by their culture, by everything, heritage, whatever history. But I'm talking about records, records. The first landmark of Bahrain and first unique things, the Twin Tower. Have you seen the Bahrain Trade Center with wind turbines? This is first time in the history. No any countries has dared to do this except Bahrain. This is worldwide, I'm talking, as a record. So this Twin Towers or the Bahrain World Trade Center is unique by itself, and because it has turbines, and these turbines generating power for the building. Okay, it was a risk in the beginning by the engineers and by the people who built this towers. They made experiments, in order to make it, correctly and without any problems or mistakes could happen later. So this is the unique tower we have worldwide. The second one is the longest bridge in the world, which is between Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. This is the causeway, the King Fahad Causeway. It is 25 kilometers long, So there is no challenge, no other countries challenge with us, you know. This is the longest bridge in the world. This is as a record, okay? And the third one is the biggest cemetery in the world. This is landmark of Bahrain and also worldwide. The biggest cemetery, graveyard, historical in the world, which is the Delmon burial mounds. The burial mounds, you know, you can see them while you are going on the highway to the Hamad town. On the way, you will see them on the right and left side. This is only some of them, but it was estimated by the archaeologists as 850,000 burial mounds. Okay, so this is also biggest cemetery in the world, the ancient cemetery in the world. You talk about other civilization, but you will not find like such graveyards or cemetery with this civilization. You name them. If you go to Mesopotamians, you will see three civilizations: Babylon, Sumerian, and Assyrian. No cemeteries, no graveyard found by archaeologists. If you go to the Egyptian, also Egyptian, they have pyramids, they have tombs, they have coffins, but not such graveyards like, you know, here they found in Bahrain on this island. If you go to the Latin America, there is Aztec, there is Incas, there is Maya, other civilization. Also, they didn't find such graveyard like this, you know, biggest one. If you go to Yemen, also Queen Sheba, also there is no big graveyard. Asia, I don't know, you know, in Asia, in China maybe, but they didn't find. They find like statues of army, you know, statues like men and soldiers, whatever, but not the graveyard. This is about the landmark of Bahrain. The last one is the Tree of Life, also Tree of Life. We have, if you Google Tree of Life, it will give you Bahrain, because this is unique also and strange and miracle to see a big tree stand alone in the desert. You cannot. There is a big trees, you know, giant trees in the forest in other countries, such America. There is redwoods, you know, long ones, and there is sequoias also. And in India they have banyan trees as well, which is they are saying similar to this tree of life, but this is different. This is alone in the desert, stand alone in the desert. It's a miracle as well. This is, I have covered all these landmarks of Bahrain worldwide. Another, we have to move to another attraction place, which is the National Museum. Will take one hall, which is tradition and customs. Tradition and customs. You can put some photos, Mr. Said Hanif, Brother Sayed. Any photos there you have? So if you enter this hall, the tradition and customs, you will see the delivery, how the mother delivered the baby, new baby, how she handled the baby with her mother. She is leaving her husband from the house, you know, and she stay with her mother house in order to help her, assist her to take care from this new child, new baby. Okay. And usually after Islamic way, after 7 days, they are circumcise the baby, circumcision. Okay. This is for all Muslims. We do this after 7 days. And they name also the child as well. Then if you go to another section, there is, we call it Ninnoon. Ninnoon, you know, after the birth of a new baby, or once the baby starts walking first time, they are celebrating, and they threw some, you know, nuts, peanuts, you know, some coins, sweets on this small baby, hold it by his mother. And the kids are collecting these things, you know, from the ground. Just enjoying, you know, this is, we call it the noon. If you go another section, there is, you know, the teaching Quran, reciting Quran in the old times by the kids, boys and girls together in the room. And this man who is teaching them, we call it mutawwa. And there is also lady mutawwa. This time I'm talking about, you know, before 60 years ago, 70 years ago, not before 40 or 30 years, no, before that time. So people, the kids going to learn in the afternoon. These houses, they keep, you know, one dedicated one room to teach, you know, these kids, you know, learning Quran, and then also there's some basic of Arabic language, alphabetics Arabic, and some of them they memorize, you know, Quran. Okay, they memorize Quran full from the beginning to the end. All chapters. We have around 114 chapters in the Quran. We memorize by these kids. And once any kids memorize it, finish it, they celebrate him, and they go from house to another house, and they say, you know, some themes, you know, and poems, and they put, you know, he wear, you know, special like, you know, clock, you know, like bishat, and the hitra agal, you know, on his head, and they put, you know, a sword on his waist as well, and he go around, you know, and some houses or families, they give him gifts like money or some, you know, other things, like any valuable thing they give him. So this is celebrating, you know, because he memorized Quran. This is a gift for him. Another section is for the wedding, the lady, the woman or Bahraini woman, lady wedding night for her. So they prepare her for the wedding, for the groom to see her in the room. So what they do, they fill, you know, the room with the mirrors, you know, the four direction of the room. They put all standing mirrors, you know, on the walls, hanging, and some crystal, you know, colorful crystal on the roof, you know, everywhere. And they put cushion on the ground around, you know, upholstery, and the cushion, and they decorated the room with everything. And the lady or the woman, you know, she is filled with gold, you know. She put, you know, gold. They put henna in her hands, you know, and her feet as well, as a decoration with color. And the hair, they put, you know, some flowers as well. And they put also makeup, you know, natural makeup. At that time there is no artificial makeup. Okay. So the bride, you know, is like become like a queen, the bride, with the golds, with the, you know, the colors, with the decoration, with the flowers, everything. if you go to the museum, you will see standing, you know, like a model, you know, this is the pride with all everything there. And there is a special band also playing, dancing. There is a woman band and men bands. And in the night, in the daytime, you know, the cooker make, you know, preparing the food, the quzi, you know, quzi is they slaughter, you know, goats or sheep. Maybe it depends on the people, you know, invited. It's a banquet or a feast for these people, you know, to eat lunch, like lunch, you know, time for them in the house. This is about the wedding. If you go another section, you will see about the captain and Nokhida, we call him, and sitting, you know, with his team in the Baraha, which is on the seaside. They make, you know, like a platform or podiums. And he is resting, you know, having tea or coffee with dates, you know, in the summertime. And in the other side, there is also healing from the Quran for the sick people who has Satan or demons inside them. So by the Quran, this is the curing for the people, for these people from the Imam talking, you know, reciting Quran on this person. And the demon cannot stand, you know, hearing, you know, the words of God, the Quran verses. So he has to move and go out from this person. This is type of healing for some sick people. Another type is about the herbal shop and the tradition healing of from the herbals traditions. Also, there is another picture for the prayer time about the lunar calendar of the Muslims, because the lunar calendar depends on the moon rotating around the earth 29 days or 30 days, depends. Like, you know, during Ramadan, we are either, you know, fasting 29 days or 30 days. How? Because if the last day 29 and we sight, you know, the moon in the evening time in the sunset, then next day is new month. Okay. If nobody see the moon, sighted the moon, then next day we count complete, you know, 30 days. This is how we are measuring and following the lunar calendar. Okay, clear? Okay, there is a lot of things in tradition custom. There is about the ladies. I will talk about it later, some other session. Okay. Then now we will move to the Sheikh Ibrahim Center in Muharraq Research Center. Okay. Yeah. So Sheikh Ibrahim Center is a cultural place. This Sheikh Ibrahim, he used to be a intellectual person. He is a poems, he is a poetry, he's writing poems. And also a man who's traveled around in different places, like he went to Asia, to Europe countries, some countries. And he met with many people, you know, politicians, artists, and poetries, everywhere, many things, many places, people. And he has a meeting or majlis, we call it majlis, every week on Monday. He sit with the people, you know, and discuss everything about. He's a man of peace as well. He avoid any any problems, any fightings, any conflict with others. And he is a peaceful man. He doesn't like, to be a politician or, in the ruling family to rule. So, and his house is like, library. You will see a lot of books on the top and a lot of pictures around, because these people came here to Bahrain within 15, 16 years now, and they give lectures. Every year they select around 4 or 5 person to give lecture in different field, about his field, poems, artists, and politics, whatever. And there is also auditorium in the backside where can take around more than 250 people to see during the lecture. They show, presentation for this lecturer person or the speaker. This is about Sheikh Ibrahim Center. So we'll move now to the last place where, Sheikh Isa, what is it? Sheikh Isa Center, Sheikh Isa house in in Jasra. Is it right? Hanif?
Now we move into Bab al Bahrain.
Sorry,
Sure.
Bab al Bahrain. Sorry, I forget about Bab al. Okay, Bab al Bahrain is a landmark of Bahrain. Have you seen it in the Manama Souk, Manama Market? Maybe most of you have seen it, right? It was built in 1949. 1949. The designer, by the way, is a Bahraini. He is from engineer family, engineer. And this Bab al Bahrain used to be a gate for any person coming from outside to enter Bahrain. So they give, at that time, there is a passport there, a passport office, and visa entries. And also the ruler used to have his house or his office in this Bab al Bahrain. Sheikh Salman, who is the grandfather of our king, His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. So the office of Sheikh Salman was there during his ruling, and then been moved after his death, to Sheikh Isa from Rufa side. And later, this Bab al Bahrain has been renovated, refurbished by Culture Authority, and they put their offices as well, the tourism offices there also as well. And later, they moved, and now there is, I think, closed completely. No one is there. No offices is running there. So this is a landmark of Bahrain as well, Bab al Bahrain. That's all. There is one thing miss, or I covered everything. Said Hanif.
You covered everything, brother. Four
Okay,
landmarks.
yeah.
4 landmarks.
All,
Sheikh Ibrahim Research Center and Bab al
yes,
Bahrain.
yes.
Bab al
Okay.
Bahrain and the museum, 2 sections.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions so far about, the places I have talked about? Any inquiries, anything, something you don't know, something I missed or I didn't cover? The floor is for you to ask any questions You are most welcome.
Brother, why the name came as Bab al Bahrain?
Sorry?
Why the name came as Bab al Bahrain?
The name Bab al-Bahrain, because it's like a gate, you know. Bab is gate. Okay, so people coming to enter Bahrain. So this is like gate, you know, to enter Bahrain, to give
Yeah.
visa, to accept, not to accept from there. So they call it like, you know, this Bab al-Bahrain.
Right.
Okay. Because the harbor, you know, it was close to this Bab al-Bahrain. You know, the roundabout side here,
Yeah.
after there is the post office in the front there, after the roundabout. That's, you know, that used to be the harbor here, you know, the ship, you know, coming directly going inside the office, you know, for passport and immigration, whatever.
So that time, where was the harbor? Where was the harbor?
It is after this, you know, they moved later, you know where the financial harbor now.
Ah, right. Okay, okay.
There it was the Al Furda, we call it Furda, or the harbor area for the boats, the Banush, you know, and other boats, you know, anchored there. There is an old picture for that place. You can find it in the Google as well.
So who was the long what do you call, long period ruler of Bahrain?
What?
I mean long period. Who was ruling Bahrain as long period? Who was the
The
ruler?
longest period of ruling for Sheikh Isa bin Ali. He is the great father of the king. He is number third one.
Okay.
After, you know, Sheikh Salman, he is the grandfather. There is Hamad, Sheikh Hamad, you know, the second grandfather. Then Sheikh Isa bin Ali. He ruled for about 60, more than 60 years.
MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah.
Any questions?
The floor is open. Anyone can ask questions. So can we wind up, brother? Can we close the session or?
No questions? No more?
I think that's all from the participants.
Okay. Anyway, concluding, you know, this session or lecture for tonight, I thanks everybody, brothers and sisters who join us tonight, you know, to hear about attractive places of Bahrain. I hope you have learned some more, some information or knowledge about, you know, some places we have here. And we will join you next week, inshallah. We'll be with the new topics and new information about Bahrain tourism, about Bahrain heritage, history. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything you would like to add, Sir Hanif? Do you have any announcement?
Yeah, no, I just would like to thank everyone those participated. First of all, I would like to thank you for sharing your valuable time, brother, because you know this is the 5th week. MashaAllah, you are doing the great job, which we are getting many knowledge about Bahrain. First of all, thanks to you and Sister Wajihatun Nisa for her wonderful introduction about you and lights of kindness, and Mr. Kai, Mrs. Kausar Iqbal, Mr. Faiza, Ms. Amina Suleha, Mrs. Aisha Nihara, Mr. Zahir Kamal, and Mr. Muhammad Yusuf. Thank you very much. Jazakumullah khairan. Inshallah, we will meet next
I would
Friday.
like to thank also the lights of kindness, this Sister Kautar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So her name is.
For organizing this as well, and thanks to you as well, Sayyid Hani.
Thank you very much, brother. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, everybody. Good night. See you. Bye-bye.